Hey y'all, welcome to my channel. Welcome back if you're returning. It's Fiery Moon and I'm here to do the general collective weekend vibe reading. It is February 26th as I'm recording this. We currently have moon in Pisces, or excuse me, sun in Pisces, moon in Cancer. Mercury has went retrograde in Pisces and we still have Venus in Pisces. The moon will also be conjuncting Jupiter, which is still retrograde as well in Cancer. And I want to say we have the sun conjunction to the North Node in Pisces as well. So there's a lot of water energy at play as far as the transits go right now. But with that being said, we're going to jump right on in. I'm going to be starting out with the Tea Leaf Oracle, and then I do have the Wisdom of the Oracle deck to start out. I'm not sure on a tarot deck that I want to use right now. But before I started recording this video, I'm still trying to feel it out just for myself, because I've been noticing, like, with my last few readings, how like I have been like almost getting like channeled dialogue, and some of it came through today right before I was getting ready to record this reading. And what came through was, and first, let me just say, like I always tell y'all, take what resonates and leave the rest. Know that energy is vice versa or interchangeable, and time as well as the energy is fluid. And when I say fluid, it means that you could have already went through this, you could be currently going through this, or this may be something to come for you, depending on where you're at within your own energy and your own timeline and your own story. If it's not for you, don't try to make it fit. Every tarot reading is not supposed to be for you, and if it's not resonating, it's just not for you. But what I was going to say was the inner dialogue that I have received. Now, this could be how you're feeling in regards to someone, or how someone may be feeling in regards to you. It may be multiple people. It could just be one person that may, just be how you're feeling, and nobody is feeling this way about you, or vice versa. But what I heard was, I just have so much to say right now. And like I said, I don't know if that's you. I don't know if that's someone in regards to you. It wasn't like, it could have been, I'll say, like maybe someone was writing a letter, or someone could, be physically saying this to you. But it feels like the inner dialogue of someone. Right now, Mercury is retrograde for one, and it is in Pisces, and it is debilitated in Pisces. It doesn't like to be there. So communicating, thinking, and analyzing, as far as the Mercury energy goes, it's in a spot that it doesn't like to be. So whoever is in this energy, they could be struggling with their words, struggling with, even thinking of how to put words together, because, Mercury is actually ruled by Virgo, but with it being in Pisces, it's in its opposite position. Mercury rules Virgo, so that's his home sign. And it's, Mercury is also a co-ruler of Gemini, in which the moon just left that energy as well. And where we know Virgo is mutable earth, Gemini is mutable air. So, earth deals with, like the practical things, the material, where air energy deals with the thinking, the communicating, and the analyzing. So Like I said, I don't know if this is you or if this is someone in regards to you, but someone could just be struggling with, trying to foundate what they want to say, or trying to, foundate their thoughts, or how they're putting it together, the process of thinking and communicating, which would be analyzing. So with that being said, we're going to jump right on in. Like I said, I'm going to start with the Tea Leaf Oracle, and we're going to see what messages of guidance, healing, truth, love, wisdom, acceptance, understanding, as well as protection do we need as it pertains to the collective and the energy surrounding this weekend. I'm just putting a little shuffle on these before we, jump right on in. Just because it's been some time since I last used them. So for the majority of this weekend, we are going to have the moon in Cancer. So some of you may want to take a look at your natal chart and your houses and see where you have the Cancer energy, and see where this could be playing out for you. But let's see what's going on, Spirit, as it pertains to the energies surrounding this weekend. What messages of guidance, healing, truth, love, wisdom, acceptance, understanding, as well as protection do we need? Yeah, see, and this is what I'm saying. Like, someone has a lot to say. The way that the energy is just feeling in the cards. So we have out the vase, which says a secret admirer, and then we have out the pineapple, which is reconciliation, and then we have the eye, which says psychic ability, trust your intuition. And right off the back, like, this doesn't have to be a secret admirer. It could be, but it could just be someone that you're not privy to, that could be, watching you from afar. Being that it's coupled here with the pineapple card, this would be someone you know, because I don't feel like you will be reconciling with someone admiring you from afar, because you know you wouldn't know who they are. So how you can't reconcile with someone you don't know. But I feel like, especially with this eye energy here, like you're privy to this. My guys are saying this scoping. Like whoever, how they used to say is scoping you out back in the day. Yeah, it feels like your intuition is like you're privy to it. You're aware. Or if this is vice versa, someone could be aware of you if you're the one that's scoping somebody out. They are aware. Bottom of the deck, we have the wheel, which says indecisiveness, allowing your life to ramble aimlessly. And like I said, this is like that energy, like the cards wanting to go everywhere. Like, I don't know, I feel like a sense of like someone is very disorganized, or excuse me, my guys are correcting me, disheveled in a way. But it's almost like with the arrow, they're trying to get, like, it feels like it says you are on the right path regarding some aspect of your life. So it feels like, like the energy of like someone trying to get it together. So we always like to see that. And then we have the chair filled, which says someone new is entering your life. Um, I feel like this would be your energy as the watcher. So you would be in this I energy, and then we have the bouquet, which says compliments from an admirer, which would be whoever is in this vase energy. And then we have the bowl. And it says plenty of material things. And that just makes me feel like for some of you, like maybe coupled with compliments, you could be receiving gifts from someone, or someone's. Again, for a lot of you, I don't feel like this is a stranger. I mean, still, it wouldn't be a stranger. This could have been someone that was once a stranger, because now it's like coming. Yeah, see, it almost makes me feel like with the handshake, a meeting with a stranger could be important. Like you could have had like a chance encounter with this person, or them you. And then we have the bell, the announcement, with the casket, which says someone going out of your life or the end of a situation. I feel like with that, and then the month of June, which was that Gemini energy, or it is, Gemini Cancer energy, the month of June. With this casket energy, it feels like I don't even know how to explain this. Like however you encountered this person, it could have been like things could have taken off very fast, because that's how it feels like with the announcement. Something could have taken off very fast, but it could have also ended with the casket card as just as fast as it started. So it almost makes me feel like, possibly it didn't get, really off the ground. Or my guys are saying gain any traction, like any real traction. But something caused it to end. Put it into the connection, because now I'm feeling this June card as the Lovers, which is Gemini energy. It could have, or it could be a card of decision, the Lovers, but it feels like yeah, with this Tower, it says solid foundation, success with effort. This feels like a realization, whether you or someone else is having, in regards to a decision they made regarding this connection. But let's see. Let me get one more. See what's going on. Can I get one more? Whoa. Too many, Spirit. Less cards, please. Can I get one more? I'll get one more for the collective as it pertains to the energy and this spread regarding this weekend. Oh. Any more, Spirit, or is this it? We have the parrot coming out that says someone will gossip about all your secrets. And then coming out, we have the bridge, successfully overcoming a problem. Yeah, so for some of you, like, I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. Y'all know what this channel is about. If you're not in this space or want to hear, you know, or don't want to hear certain things, then I'm not the channel for you. But like I said, whoever this energy is, I feel like you as the watcher are in this I energy, but it could be vice versa, but I'm just reading it how I feel it. With this parrot and the bridge energy, which says someone will gossip about your secrets. It's almost like for some of you, you could be, you know, just intuiting, like, you know, people, you know, chatting about you. But it almost makes me feel like with the bridge, successfully overcoming a problem, whoever is chattering or whatever the chatter is about, it's almost like my guides are saying that it didn't have a leg to stand on. So whoever is chattering, like, and this could be also be you, whatever you, even if you're talking about somebody, it's almost like whatever you're saying or whatever is being said, it is not true, especially coupled with this bridge card here, which says successfully overcoming a problem. It's almost like yeah, because the way I'm feeling it is like whoever is doing this chattering, yeah, it's not standing, it's not standing, it's not sticking. Like it almost feels like even if there's rumors or gossip, like they're being shut down, like, and it's almost like you didn't even have to, or you don't have to do anything. Like whoever is saying so, it's like kind of like, you know how like sometimes people can talk too much that they end up like telling on themselves in a way. That's what this energy feels like. Like they're just talking so much and making up so much shit, or just saying, you know, things that are not true. Like whoever they're talking to, it's like their story is not adding up, but it's almost like if they're talking about you, you don't even have to defend it. You know, your spidey senses is tingling. So, but you know, like whoever, like they say, let whoever say whatever. You just keep getting better. Like that's what it makes me want to say. This person, this admirer, could be talking about, you know, people to you, talking about you to others. But it's almost like I said, like, it. They say, yeah, it's not seeming plausible to whoever they're talking to. So this is kind of like the energy of, you know, in a way, like the trash taking itself out. Bottom of the deck, we have the sunrise, which says new creative ideas, new ventures, and a fresh start. And then we have the dog close up, which says pleasure with a close friend. And then we have the lily, which says spiritual love. And this is like that lover's energy coming back up again with this lily. And then we have January, which is Capricorn, Aquarius energy. The month of January could be significant. I feel like if this is a masculine energy that's viewing you, like, or like they said, scoping you out, and it's someone from your past, like it's almost like they, like I feel like you iced them out. Like not for nothing, and they're mad about it. With the scissors, which says disappointment in some affair. Well, whatever the case may be. But I feel like for some of you, this dog close up feels like you may have, connected or, moved on and, just have, someone here that, you enjoy and they enjoy you. It could be a soulmate connection. I don't feel like this energy is the energy that's watching you. I don't feel that at all. But this is almost making me feel like, springtime energy with the sunrise. But let's see what else is going on. Yeah, see, like I said, this shit ain't standing over here. Yeah. What's going on, Spirit? As it pertains to this energy and spread for the collective. What messages of guidance, healing, truth, love, wisdom, acceptance, understanding, as well as protection do we need as it pertains to the collective and the energy surrounding this weekend? Can I get one more? Bottom of the deck we have the Yang, which is masculine energy, masculine fire energy. I normally see this as the Ace of Wands, but like I said, it's this sunrise, or it's making me feel like this sunrise energy, which, the Ace of Wands is new creative ideas. It is, considered a fresh start, a passionate new beginning, as well. Up under that, we have the Happy card, which I definitely feel like this is your energy. Like, for some of you, you could be feeling like very vibrant, very, lively, very fun, like, and almost childlike and jovial, like, just within yourself. Up under that, we have the Never-Ending Story, followed by Exchanging Gifts, and then we have the Message in a Bottle with Peace. Yeah, because, and I was gonna say, like, I feel like someone, when we seen that bouquet, the chair filled, and I can't remember what that other card was right off the top of my head, but I almost said, and I should have said, like, I feel like someone, if they're not, wanting to give you compliments or, possibly give you something physical, like a gift, like, I felt like the energy of a peace offering, and here it is. So, and even the way, like, I just moved these cards, like, it's clearly showing that someone is, like, especially with the Never-Ending Story, like, they're, like, almost running on an endless loop in regards to, like I said, I like, this person may have a lot to say right now. They could have a lot on their mind, trying to sort things out, especially with the exchanging gifts. But for some of you, I feel like it could come by way of some type of communication, whether that's a phone call, whether it's face-to-face, whether it's a text message or email. But for some of you, I'm feeling like the phone call very strongly for some reason. And look what came after Message in a Bottle. Because emotionally, someone is just like, especially with this to the sea, like, it's just, although the waters aren't chaotic, they're just kind of like stagnant for this person emotionally. Or you. Mm. But like I said, this exchanging gifts is also like the Six of Pentacles energy. It's normally looked at as like a reciprocal give and take, um, or exchange. But like again, even with this never ending story, it's like I just like whoever this is, and wanting to exchange some type of communication with you. It's just like the channel dialogue that I heard of. I have so much to say right now. Like I'm getting more like I don't even know where to begin. I don't know. So can I get one for this secret admirer and this pineapple, the vase, and this pineapple reconciliation? Why is this here, Spirit? This deal, I can't make this shit up. We have the milk and honey, and then we have the yin card, which is the feminine energy. So yeah, this is definitely a masculine energy that's in the secret admirer vase energy. And they're wanting like this milk and honey. It almost makes me feel like it's tied to that happy card that we just seen for, the feminine energy, or the watcher, however you want to look at it. But this is like, someone is wanting to have this milk and honey with a feminine energy. And then here's that masculine fire, go to the distance, almost at like Aries energy. And look, the observer, the secret admirer energy. Yeah, because I feel like, especially with this unfinished symphony, like something's not done, or they're feeling that way. You know what they're playing right now? Cisco's Incomplete. So this masculine can feel, like incomplete without this feminine energy. The gender doesn't matter. This feminine could be a man and the masculine could be a woman. Just, you gotta know your energy. Can I get one for this eye, please? Why is this eye here for the collective? And for some of you, if your spidey senses is tingling, something could be telling you. Like, listen to your intuition, just like it says. And it almost makes me want to say with the here and now, like, stay present. Because for some of you, what I'm getting is, like, you could be feeling like this situation is not for you. And it almost feels like for some of you, if that's how you're feeling, the spirit is telling you to be, for one, stay present. Don't dwell on the past, and don't, like overanalyze the future. Stay present and like allow it to work with your intuition. Some of you could be telling you, or some of you, your intuition could be telling you, like, right now, this situation may not be for you. And that's cool. Like, if that's what your intuition is telling you, trust it. Because I feel like for some of you, some of these masculines are like, they're still with the between worlds. They're not fully stepped in to where you're at for some of you. And then we have the soulmates. They haven't fully stepped into this energy. And then we have the all that glitters and the chopped wood. So it looks like, and it feels like, this masculine is still needing to get rid of, or clear out some things in regards to, it could be like vanity, it almost feels like, or like superficial connections, to really step into something with this all that glitters and the chopped wood. Like I almost feel like this energy could, there's like a lot of surface level, what's the word? It could even be a facade that, they're stuck in, or like the perception or of how things look to this person, but it feels like very surface level. They're not ready yet to step into something, as a soulmate connection. They're they're just not quite there. So for some of you, like I said, it could go either way with this not for you. Let me see if I can get another one just to give us a little bit more clarity on it. Can I have another one to go with this I and not for you? Because I'm also getting it in like the way like you ain't got time to play games. So it's almost like you're trusting your intuition, and if that's what this energy is bringing in, like what you call it, what's his name, Randy would say on American Idol, it's a no for me, dog. That's what I just heard, like it's a no for me. Yeah, the thinker. Yep. So some of you could just be in that pondering energy, because it's like whatever you're looking to build, you're looking to, and I know I'm not saying and looking as like you're seeking it, but excuse me, you want to collaborate and work with someone where, like I said, the foundation is being built from the bottom up. That foundation is solid with the building blocks. And let's get one for this pair and the bridge energy. And like I said, for some of you, going back to this, even with the thinker, it's like, yeah, like I said, for some of you, like, like playing games is not an option. It don't matter whether you're playing chess or checkers. The games just can't be involved. So can I get one for the parrot and the bridge? Why is the parrot and the bridge here for the collective? Yep, look, I cannot make this shit up. Clean it up. Yeah, like I said, whoever, could have been, having a lot to say about you, or you having to say a lot about a person, it's being cleared up by spirit with the co-create card. Like I said, it had no leg to stand on. And it was like, for some of you, you didn't even have to do anything, but just, keep your wits about you. People could talk all day. It don't mean what they saying is true. It don't mean like what they're saying is gonna affect you or stop what you got going on. And then look, the co-create card comes out. And like I said, for some of you, it's spirit that's doing it. Putting like, I almost feel like with the imaginations and the time for a nap, like putting any fabrications to bed. Anything that seems outlandish, because it is. Can I get one more? Wow, that was fast. I just heard with this card coming out, like, yeah, you got bigger fish to fry. Your spirit is working on this with this Yang card, this new beginning, but also, like I said, it could also, like, this could also be on the side of the masculine. I don't know why I feel like a, what do they call it? Like a smear campaign? Or like possibly this having to do something with your reputation, like someone trying to like purposely dirty up your reputation, but with this energy, like it's coming up clean. And if this is in regards to a masculine, it's almost like for some of them, if they were the ones in this parent energy, spirit is like, you gotta clean this up. You gotta like either like it's giving me the energy of eat your words or retract some what you said about this feminine. That's what it's making me feel like. But we'll see with the tarot, because again, at the bottom of the deck we have the here and now, again followed by the unfinished symphony, and then the higher power. Yeah, I'm hearing the word accountability. And for some of you, like whoever is in this energy is having to take accountability for whatever they said or whatever, you know, they tried to say, however it goes for you. Because with the change in the wind, and truth be told, it's like spirit is, you know, like it almost feels like spirit is stirring the pot, especially with a higher power, a change in the wind. Like spirit is mixing things up so that, nah, you have to be accountable for what you said. And like, because truth, like with the truth be told, like you can't hide behind that mask. I feel like there's like a stripping going on of a mask from a person, from a masculine energy, but it's being done by way of spirit. Because it's almost like even with the here and now, the unfinished symphony, and the higher power, it's almost like someone or this masculine energy didn't like, how can I say this? Like they felt like they didn't have to like come back and, you know, clean it up or, you know, set things right almost. But it's almost like whatever they try to do presently, spirit is like they're like certain shit is being left hanging. They're not able to complete certain shit, stuff like that. They're running into their own hang-ups for trying to like hang up this situation is what I feel like to avoid some type of accountability. Like it's almost giving me like the energy of sidestep, but spirit is like, no sir, no, or no ma'am. What tarot deck do I want to use? I don't know why, cause my Nightmare Before Christmas deck is like really wanting to speak, but I know like we are nowhere near like that type of energy. It doesn't mean that I can't use it, but that deck, it's either between that and the Halloween Tarot for whatever reason. But I'm feeling my Nightmare Before Christmas like really strongly right now. We're gonna go with it. It's a reason. We're gonna see. Going on, spirit, as it pertains to this energy and spread for the collective. What messages of guidance, healing, truth, love, wisdom, acceptance, understanding, as well as protection do we need? As it pertains to the collective and the energy surrounding this weekend. So, bottom of the deck, we have the Knight of Cups, the Knight of Potions in this deck. And not for nothing, I've never seen it like this before. But it's almost like, again, whoever's in this energy, this masculine energy, like the way he looks on this card is like I said before, like I have so much that I want to say right now, but it's almost like they can't form the words. They know what they're feeling, you know, with this, holding the bottle in his hand, but it's almost like they can't formulate the words. They want to come forward and be emotionally expressive, but it's almost like their logic is almost like is like they're pausing to try to put the words together. And then we have the Emperor and the Seven of Cups. For some of them, they could be like getting guidance from, an emperor, which could be like a boss, a father figure, or just someone with a little bit more life experience. But it's almost like I even feel like with the Seven of Cups, this person is like whoever they're talking to. Like I said, for some of them, they could be talking to people that know better, and whatever they're saying, or like I don't know, like I almost feel like they're like whoever they're talking to, they can feel that this masculine energy is not being forthright because of the way like it could be coming out. They could, be confused, and it's almost like they're feeling like, you know what? It's your ego talking with the Five of Swords. Like it's almost like you're trying to get over, or they're trying to convince whoever they're talking to, but whoever is in this Emperor energy, they're aware, like they know, like that shit ain't making sense. The Seven of Cups and the Five of Swords, nah, you're not making no sense. You can't be. Like I don't know. This feels weird. Like, just tell the truth. Just say what you feel. Tell the truth. It makes shit a whole lot simpler. And then why, like, if there is someone or multiple people out here trying to convince someone or something, the more you try to do it, the more whoever you're trying to convince, or whoever you're trying to convince, whatever the case may be, they're gonna start looking at you like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Because it almost feels like whoever is doing this talking or this chattering is like they're grasping for straws. Like, no, just stop. So can I get one for this vase, the pineapple, the milk and honey, and the yin card? Look, I can't make this shit up. Yeah. It's like they're trying to find a way to like get control over a situation, or they're talking to this person in a way where like they could be like trying to tell them I don't know, because it just feels like they're not fully revealing like like almost what the purpose is. Like, why are you like, because I feel like this Emperor energy is just looking back like where are you going with this? Where are we going with this? But for some of them, they could be expressing to this Emperor energy that, how they feel about someone, about a feminine energy, and possibly a connection that ended. But even so, it's like, I don't know, it just feels like they're throwing this energy off. Still, like, I still feel that. Or, like I said, for some of you, they're trying to find a way to, like, with this Emperor energy, it's their own energy, and it's like they could be trying to convince themselves of a way to like gain control or have the upper hand in this situation. Can I get another one? What is up with this King of Swords? Why the King of Swords for this energy? Because this is almost giving me like the energy like they know what they want when it comes to this feminine and what they want with this feminine, but it's almost like it just feels like it's too strategic. We have the Six of Cups. So that could be like an energy of reminiscing or, you know, thinking about the past, or it could even be, you know, the Six of Cups can represent past patterns emotionally, but here's that Five of Swords again. Yeah, like because I can feel like in the past they may have been in this energy, but it could be present too. Like, because I almost want to ask, like, is this like something that they're currently doing? I mean, technically, if you want to look at it like past, present, future, or, you know, but I don't know. Because then we have the Magician, which is definitely wanting, you know, that's control, it's manipulation, just like the Five of Swords. Can I get one more spirit to go with this energy? We have the Queen of Pentacles coming out. You know what? Like, yeah, this masculine energy could, like I said, a whole bunch of things could be running through their heads. How they may have, you know, played mind games due to their ego in the past. They could even be reminiscing on the past about this feminine. For some of you feminines, it was just being that the Queen of Pentacles came out here. How, you know, it almost makes me feel like how you hold yourself, how they, even with the Two of Cups at the bottom, how they connected to you, you know, emotionally. Like for some of you, you could have really cared for this person in a physical way, like cooking, you know, for them, or they could like miss you cooking for them. And you know, like I almost feel like you make a house a home. And like it really just feels like now with this coming out, like that Six of Cups is like almost like coming through as a reminiscent energy, and how like with the Six of, what is this? No, this is the Eight of Swords. How like they didn't see it before. Yeah, how they didn't see this, like the qualities of you. It almost like, you know how they say like sometimes it takes for, you know, you to pull your energy back and for people to realize, you know, what you are and, you know, all that you've done. Yeah, look, I'm telling you, the Queen of Pentacles will make a house a home. With the Queen of Pentacles and the Four of Wands, it's like they miss being, for some of you, physically at home with you, or just that feeling of home, like they loved it. Bottom of the deck, we have the Sun, Leo energy. It was their happy place. It was like almost like life, like you gave them life in a way. Can I get one for this I, not for you, and the Thinker? I'm even starting to feel like warm, like your warmth. They liked your warmth. And just the stability of you in like almost your space. Can I get one for this I, not for you, and the Thinker? And it's like you see, like with the Sun, like you see everything very clearly as this feminine energy. It's almost like with your intuition coupled with what you see, like you see through the bullshit. You see through the Seven of Cups. You see through the illusions, the delusions, for some of you it could be like, you know, potential. Like you see, like it's almost like you see through whatever like smoke and mirrors this person could try to put in front of you. You see through it all. With the Seven of Cups. But they're in this Nine of Swords and Hangman energy because you see it. Because it's almost like they can't pull the wool over your eyes. Can I get another one? Give me 1 second, y'all. Yo. Ooh. Give me like 5 minutes. I'm about to just finish this recording and I'll hit you right back. Okay. Sorry about that, y'all. So let's see the Sun. Whoa, too many. Can I get one more to go with this I, not for you, the Thinker, and the Sun? Yeah. The Knight of Cups, yeah. And it's also like you can, for some of you as the watcher, you can even sense that this person is like emotionally, either they're emotionally not available, you can sense or see their emotional vulnerability or lack thereof. But it's almost like with the Ace of Cups, like you, I don't want to say that. I don't want to say that. Because it's almost like you, in a way, with this Ace of Cups, you could overwhelm them emotionally. Give me one more. And we have the Nine of Cups coming out, which is, you know, a card of wish fulfillment. It's emotional, you know, self-satisfaction. And then we have the Eight of Cups at the bottom. Yeah, it's like you know that this person, although they may want to be vulnerable, for some of them they're not fully emotionally available, but they know what they want, but it's almost like they're not willing to give up their emotional selfishness. And you see that. So it's almost like for some of you, you don't have time for this. Like, you know what you want, but you acting like you don't, or you don't want me to know that you do. Like, that's corny. Give me one more. Yeah. It's like shit or get off the pot, my nigga. Like, oh, my girl. Sorry, y'all. I'm just like, this is me. Oh, well. I'm not going to apologize for being me, but I know sometimes it just comes out. But with the Judgment card, yeah, it's like I said, like, Is you is or is you ain't. And not for nothing, for some of y'all, that Emperor card could be spirit that this masculine is trying to, like work with. Because, on this deck, he's Santa. And on the Judgment card, this is Santa making a list, checking it twice. Y'all know how it goes. Now I see why they wanted me to use this deck. But you like, it is what it is. Like, spirit is like, listen, you either you gonna show up fully and have, and be happy, but you're not. Like, it's almost like spirit is like, I'm not gonna allow you to, mess with the emotional happiness of another, because like you want to have your cake and eat it too. But it's like, you as this feminine energy, you're already aware. Yeah, look, there you are. The Empress. Like, ain't nobody got time. Yep. And you got the 10 of Cups. Because you're happy within yourself. You have it to share. But it's like this person wants to be selfish with it. And spirit is like, nah. So can I get one for this parrot, the bridge, co-create, clean it up, and this yang card? So I feel like spirit is like, yo, to whoever this is, like, get your act together. Get it together. Yep, the world. Which speaks to endings and new beginnings. It's basically a card of like, like I said before, like cutting out the bullshit. Because it's almost like with the Three of Cups, spirit is wanting to get this person into alignment. It almost feels like an emotional elevation. But like, it's almost like with the Nine of Wands and the Lovers, this masculine is like not rejecting, but resisting it. They're resisting this connection, but it's what they need to grow and evolve. Then up under that, we have the Seven of Pentacles, or coming out after that, the Seven of Pentacles and the Two of Wands. So it's almost like this masculine energy is just, like, again, they're like trying to look at the pros and cons and do all that over analyzing in regards to ending this cycle. But it's almost like, again, they're stuck on a hamster wheel. Can I get one more to go with this? Yeah, the Three of Pentacles. So in order for them to, move forward and have it, they're needing from the 7 to the 3, the Four of Pentacles. Like, almost in a way, like they have to stop withholding, stop resisting, because that's what's in between. But this person, without them doing that, they're just going to keep going. Like, the cycles are going to stay the same. Can I get one more for the world? Yep. And it's just going to be the load is just going to become heavier and heavier for this person with the Ten of Wands. It's already heavy right now. And for some of them, they could be looking for like an escape out of it with the Three of Wands. But with the Six of Pentacles, spirit is like, you got to give to get. Any other messages? Can I get one in regards to just this parrot energy, please? What's this parrot? Yeah, the Magician. Yeah, someone was just conjuring up stuff if they were talking about you, but that's not important. They were just making shit up. They were doing it in a way to, like, for some of them to try to get more information with the Page of Swords or the Page of Needles in this deck, but again, it didn't hold up with the Strength card. Like, not at all. It actually, for some of you with the Eight of Wands and the Strength card, like, it put you ahead. Yep, we got the Eight of Wands and the Star. It actually, like, boosted you up. You know how sometimes people could talk so much negative about you, it makes other people interested in you? That's what it did. So what's the guidance and advice? And if it was this masculine, it's like it backfired. It worked against them. And Spirit is like, nah, you got to clean this shit up. You're not getting away with it this time. You're not. What's the guidance and advice, Spirit? You gonna do like it's almost like how Spike Lee said, do the right thing. Like, yeah, these same cards keep wanting to come out. So we have come to the edge. On the bottom of the deck is that fork in the road. So come to the edge. What is it? 39? 36. So it says the essential meaning: courage, taking a leap of faith, overcoming fear, and accepting risk. The Oracle's message: facing the unknown is the only choice you really have right now if you want to progress. It's okay to be afraid. Now is the time to take a risk that is not calculated, to feel the exhilaration as you ready yourself for a leap of faith. Spirit is present, so let go of fear. You are called to express your true self. Listen to your heart and soul, not your head. Come to the edge and discover that you can fly. You must step into the unfamiliar so that you may find your miracles. And then it says the relationship message: it's scary to be truly intimate with someone, to allow him or her to see all of you, especially the parts that you've kept hidden and protected. Now is the time to take the risk and let yourself be truly seen. Now is the time to take that risk and let yourself be seen, truly seen. It's important that you speak up, voice what you need, state who you are, say what you hope for. This is not the time to play it safe, but to take a leap of faith. You will be glad you did. If you're seeking a relationship, the same applies. Take one step forward take one step forward toward the gods, and they will deliver what you truly desire. The prosperity message: if there ever was a time for you to take a leap of faith into the unknown, it is now. This is the perfect moment to take a big risk. The unknown is the only choice now, and if you come to the edge, you will discover treasure beyond your wildest dreams. Allow your courage to lead you in spite of your fears. You don't need to know the exact form of what you're going for. The essence is much more powerful, and Spirit has a way of delivering an even better version of prosperity than you could imagine. Take that step. The results will be amazing. And then it says the protection message for if this card comes out reverse: fear is leading the way into places you don't need to go. Most of what you fear at the moment is an illusion, stemming from an old belief that isn't even true. Now is a time for courage. You will not be lost at sea. You will not watch everyone else get what you want while you are left alone and unloved. Oh, the drama of it all. False evidence appearing real is hovering over you. The more you dwell on fear, the more real it will become. Ask yourself, who in me is afraid? Love that part of you. Ask, is this true and real right now? The answer most likely is no. Give yourself a hug. It's okay to be scared. Courage must be summoned. In spite of your fear, even when you're not feeling confident, Spirit will always catch you. Yes. You know, like, There's the fear, the Nine of Swords. Can I get one more? And we have the Hangman at the bottom. which is basically just saying like it's time to surrender. Can I get one more to go with this? Come to the edge. Oh my God. Oh my God. Spirit. Yeah, they feel like they don't know. Like this is just fear of the unknown, and spirit is like, you know what? With the Eight of Pentacles, you don't know what's in there. Like the card just said, when you take the first step, spirit will give you something that you didn't even imagine, you didn't even know. But you have to work for it though. These are the elves working. You have to work for it, but you don't know what could be in there. What could be in this bag? Spirit, thank you, Spirit. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Because then here we have the Fool. That leap of faith. And the choice is yours, though. You can choose, look at this. You can choose to take this leap of faith, or you can choose to stay and feel left out in the cold. And in doing so with the Orphan card, which is like the Five of Pentacles, here's that Four of Pentacles. And you'll be, blocking the Ten of Pentacles. So it's up to you. Like, hey, Spirit ain't gonna force you. To an extent, I'll say that. I ain't gonna say they're not, because depending on where, or how Pluto is transiting, it's not so forgiving. It does it for you. Can I get one to go with this energy, please? With this come to the edge, the Eight of Pentacles and the Four. And even from the 4 to the 8 is another 4. So Spirit's not going to release whatever it got for you until you let go of whatever you're holding on to that's keeping you blocked. So we have the candle coming out. And it says, you will be shown the way. I love it. I love it. Any more, Spirit? Any more? Or anything else to go with this candle? And look at all of those came back out. So April, the chair filled, the bouquet, and the bowl. April could be significant for you if you're the feminine energy. So let's see. Anything else to go with this candle? So we have the dog far away, which says a distant friend is thinking of you. And then we have the carriage, a journey, either physical or mental. And that's almost like the chariot energy. And then we have the tulip at the bottom, which says great passion, followed by the flowers. And that says happiness. So there y'all have it. As always, I thank you all for tuning in with me. I definitely hope that, everyone enjoys their weekend and is safe. If it didn't resonate with you, it just wasn't your story. But I will see y'all all on the next one. All right? Later.